Alright guys, I have a battle here against Swankle7. I've battled him a couple times in the past, and he seems to really like Sun teams. In fact, he's going to bring another one here against me today, and let's just say I wasn't really 100% prepared for it, so hopefully I will be able to go ahead and do well anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Now, I was just fooling around in my stream chat, and I like to use the occasional weird Pokemon every now and then, and I noticed my Fearow. And I don't think I've ever used Fearow. So I'm like, alright, Fearow, you get an opportunity right here, let's do this. And so I lead my choice band Fearow as he loses Ninetales to set up the Sun, which is pretty obvious. I do have Drill Run on this thing, and I'm hoping that I can catch him by surprise, but I guess it is pretty obvious, and he just goes in a Latias, which of course is going to be immune to that Drill Run, and that makes me sad. And I am going to switch, and I do switch out, and I go into Jolteon because I do have my Signal Beam on this Jolteon, and this is a Choice Specs Jolteon. In fact, I think I have 3 choice users, one of each kind, in fact, on this team, so that's pretty cool. And, yeah, he is going to protect my Signal Beam as well, going out into Venusaur, which, it is neutral against Venusaur. I'm hoping for some decent damage, since I have my choice specs, but it isn't stabbed, and, Signal Beam isn't exactly a super powerful move, so it's not really going to do much. I'm going to switch out now, and this is obviously one of those Chlorophyll Venusaurs. It's not a Mega Venusaur, and in fact, looking at his team, he's almost certainly has the Mega Houndoom, since I don't know why he would carry a Houndoom without it being Mega, especially on a Sun team. Though he does have the Charizard too, so, but I'm still assuming at this point it is Mega Houndoom. And, yeah, there's no point for him to carry Mega Venusaur because this is a Sun team. Now, I do dodge the first Sleep Powder, which is pretty awesome for me, because it does allow me to set up my Stealth Rocks, which is going to actually cripple his team ever switch in. He does have quite a few Fire types, which means that they are all weak to Stealth Rocks, so that's pretty good for me at least. And I do carry Fire Blast on my Garchomp, and I'm hoping to do some decent damage, and I do okay damage with the Fire Blast. Unfortunately, I am dead now, so rip my Garchomp, and that is kind of sad, but what can you do? So I go into Excadrill here, and I thought that actually the Sun was up this turn, but I must have miscounted because there's definitely one more turn of Sun, and I don't want to get Sleep Powdered, so I'm going to go ahead and protect the Sleep Powder, go into my Superior. As most of you probably know, in Generation 6 they changed it so Grass types are immune to Powder-based moves, so I cannot be put to sleep by that Sleep Powder. And that's pretty cool, although I don't really want to stay in and take a Sludge Bomb. So I'm going to go right back into Excadrill, assuming that he does have Sludge Bomb, and yeah, he also switches out, because the Sun is gone, and I knew that the Sun is gone now, so that's pretty cool, and yeah. He ends up going back into Ninetales, though, to set up back the Sun. And, yeah, that's a pretty good play for him because his team pretty much all relies on the Sun. So, yeah, I'm just going to go for the Earthquake, and it ends up working out for me because he goes into Tentacruel. And I'm like, okay, that works out. I'm okay with that. Rip Tentacruel. And it goes down. But unfortunately, that does give him another safe switch right back into this Venusaur, which I really don't want to get Sleep Powdered. Because looking at his team, Excadrill can do a ton of work. This is my Choice Scarf Excadrill. And, yeah, I'm kind of hoping that Venusaur can take my Fearow can come in and take a hit from this Venusaur, and, he ends up going for the Hidden Power Fire, which is actually a pretty good move to have on a Sun team, and it will 2 KO. Come on, Fearow. If he would have just been able to survive, I could have went for the Drill Peck and stuff, but, I guess not. This, super fast Venusaur causing a ton of problems right now. I go into Jolteon, I do have the Hidden Power. I'm kind of hoping that it's Hidden Power Fire or Ice, but it ends up being Hidden Power Grass. I hate playing that. What Hidden Power is this game? I really should start writing down what Hidden Powers I give these things, but I have, like, a ton of Pokemon that are in my game that are already, like, salved and stuff, and sometimes I forget what Hidden Power I give things. And, yeah, oh well, that was one of those times, and my Jolteon is going to die, and at this point, I'm just kind of trying to stall out more turns of Sun, although you could just go back into Ninetales to put it back up, so I know that I need to cripple this Venusaur. I make a pretty radical play going into Slowbro, and I actually make kind of a mistake Mega Evolving. I should have Mega Evolved because I should have kept Regenerator, because regular Slowbro's ability is Regenerator, and would have been given me the ability to heal a little bit, but I know that I need to get the T-Wave off on this Venusaur. If I get the T-Wave off on it, its Chlorophyll is pretty much negated, in fact, more than negated, and that should allow me to stop being completely destroyed by it. So that was pretty crucial. I am going to switch out as he goes into Latios. I don't know why he did that. It would have actually given me a free opportunity to slack off, but yeah, I was trying to save it, so... Actually, that's not such a bad double switch for me. I don't think Latios can really do that much to my Excadrill, so I'm just going to go for that Earthquake. I do have, what is it called? The Mold Breaker, which is going to negate his leftovers, so that's pretty good. I'm able to hit him with my Stabbed Earthquake, and it does actually a pretty nice chunk, and he's not able to do much to me. He is going to switch out, though, into Charizard, which is a good play because it's a free... Well, not really free because of the Stealth Rocks is going to, cripple him on switch in. But it means that he can switch into Charizard without me hitting him with another move on top of that. So that's pretty good. I go into Slowbro now, pretty much just hoping that I can get off a Slack Off. And he goes for the Fire Blast, hits, and hits me down to 4 HP. Ends up going for the Fire Blast again. I don't know if this thing is choiced in some way. But either way, it's kind of a risk for him to use Fire Blast again, considering it might miss, but... So maybe he was actually maybe choice specs. I'm not sure. Either way, he does finish me off, so that's not good. And I needed to do that though to get another switch in here to Excavalier to be able to go for the Rock Slide, which will hit the Charizard obviously and kill it. So now he goes back into Ninetales. I'm just going to go for the Rock Slide in case he wants to try to stay in and finish me off with a Fire move. But he ends up making a good play and just switches out instead, going out into his Venusaur again, which is... I just can't deal with this thing. Now, I could have tried to stay in here and go for the flinches, but I decided against it because of, Rock Slide's poor accuracy, not to mention it doesn't have a great flinch chance, so I'm going to switch out. And a lot of people in my Steam chat, or stream chat, were like, why are you doing that? Come on, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to stay in with Rock Slide. He's going to go for the Hidden Power Fire. You can't go into my Superior. And mind you, these are my only 2 Pokemon left. But it's like, calm down, guys, I got this, I got this. I know that if I'm going to win this game, it needs to be with an Excavalier sweep. Looking at his team, all of his Pokemon should be able to be taken out with an Earthquake, except for this. So I need to be able to damage his Venusaur enough that I can take it out with an Earthquake. So I try to go for that Dragon Pulse, and as you can see, I am going to get 2-hit KO'd, and yeah... At this point, I just have to hope that my Excavalier can come in and KO this thing before it can set up a Sleep Powder on me. Because if he puts me to sleep, it's game over. This is my last Pokemon. So I'm going to need to be able to kill with this Earthquake. But if I can do that, his Latios is half dead. Sorry, Latios is half dead. And all of his remaining team is weak to Earthquake. So I am able to get that KO there. And I just have to hope that nothing on his team is scarfed at this point. And he goes into Latios. He's not going to be able to live because of my Mold Breaker negating that leftovers. And it being half dead already, the Stealth Rocks included helped me to get that KO. And yeah, he's hoping that he can go into Mega Houndoom now. He does have the Sucker Punch, which I do not resist in this gen. However, Houndoom being primarily a special Pokemon, not going to be able to do it with that Sucker Punch. And yeah, I'm going to be able to KO this thing with Earthquake. And his last Pokemon is, I believe, Ninetales, which obviously is also going to get outsped by my Choice Scarf Excadrill and be taken out to the Earthquake. So what a reversal. And, I kind of feel good about this one because in the back of my mind, I was trying, as soon as I went into that Slowbro to try to paralyze the Venusaur, in my back of my mind, I knew that I was needed to finish this off with an Excadrill sweep if I'm going to win, and I was able to set that up. My opponent played pretty excellently early on, especially with the Sun team. He made some great predictions, and it was pretty much outplaying me from the start. But me being able to maneuver for that Excadrill sweep was critical. So, yeah, let me go into today's question of the day, which is this. So, which of the starter Pokemon trios is your favorite? Now, I've asked what is your favorite starter before, and things of that nature, but as a trio, and this comes from, last time's question of the day, which I asked, what is your favorite legendary trio? But what is your favorite starter trio? And you have to consider all of them. Like, you say, okay, my favorite starter is, say, Piplup, but I'm not really a fan of Infernape or the Torterra thing. And, yeah, as for me, I think overall, I just can't vote against Gen 1. I'm a pretty old school dude. I'm sorry, guys, for the cliche answer, but I would say the Gen 1 starters are my favorite trio as a whole. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Later!